Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I know that this is not going up on a Monday, but I felt that this was something that needed to be talked about as soon as possible. So some of you may have noticed that my very first anti-MLM video that I did was taken down. I'm going to explain why. So a hun did not like the video, so she reported it to YouTube. I went to re-edit and deleted all of the video. So I'm choosing to see this as a blessing in disguise. So we are going to come back and we are going to discuss this company with more details. We are going to get really into the facts and we're just going to go from there. So those of you who don't know what Valentus is, I'm sorry, I'm just going to pull my notes here and my nose is running. Awesome. Valentus is a weight loss MLM. You may hear them say that they are a supplement MLM. They don't really sell that many supplements. Their main product is this slim, quick coffee that is supposed to be a magic product and help you lose weight. So this company was founded by Dave Jordan in 2014. I know that they used to have a headquarters in the United Kingdom, but their headquarters is now in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. He was also involved in Wayora, Melaleuca, and Live Smart 360, which are also MLM companies. The general opinion about this guy is not great. Actually, somebody has said, now I couldn't find the exact source. I will link the website that I found a lot of this information. I'll link it in the description. Sorry, I'm not breathing. I don't know why. Whew. So they said that Jordan has used 90 million people database of networkers and opportunity seekers and several lead generation technologies to force feed enrollers into Valentus's independent, what are they called? Independent representatives? Yes, independent representative teams. Now, they didn't say the exact ones, but I think we can all guess, like LinkedIn, Indeed, things like that, to recruit people, posting job opportunities, things like that. So there was somebody who also said that he ended up leaving the company because of Dave Jordan's unethical business practices. I didn't get any details of what those business practices were, but it is what it is. So I want to go ahead and get into the startup cost. Now, every single MLM has a startup cost. I do not care what they tell you. There is a startup cost. You cannot, in this company in particular, you cannot become an independent representative without spending money. Now, I had a hun tell me that you could sign up for 2 weeks or something like that with no fee. I did not see that option anywhere on their website, and I'm going by the website. So the startup costs are anywhere from $59.95 all the way up to almost $1,200, and there are different amounts of product that you get with each of those. Now, what's also interesting is the more expensive product packs that you buy initially, the higher rank you get into initially. So you can be eligible to earn higher compensations and other bonuses based on the product pack you start out with, which is kind of reminds me of Isogenics a little bit, but not really. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about the compensation plan. So it is convoluted and insanely complicated, but I'm going to make as much sense of it as I can. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up here so you guys can see it as well. Now, they say that the retail commissions are 25%, which is pretty typical of an MLM. You get fast start bonuses, other bonuses, team commissions, dual team matching bonus, vehicle bonus, and you will notice right here on the first page, they say you can get to 10,000 per month faster than any other plan. So they have an income claim right on their compensation plan. So I wanted to go ahead and talk a little bit about the retail commissions. So it says right there that you're eligible for 25%, but that is not, it's under certain circumstances. I'm just going to read right from this second page here. All orders from your web link count as personal BV towards your monthly requirement for commission. So that's nice. So you don't necessarily have to purchase product to do that, but you still have to maintain 50 business volume to be eligible for commission. So if you're not making that right away, most likely you're going to purchase that so that you can recoup some of those losses. Another thing I wanted to go ahead and talk about were the fast start bonuses. I'm going to go ahead and pull up that chart here and kind of go over it a little bit. I'm going to read it out, see if we can make some sense out of it. It says if your first order, your enrollment order, is the basic, starter, or advanced pack, you will qualify for the respective bonus listed in the above chart. Purchases after the first purchase are commissionable under the Fast Start bonus. No additional Fast Start bonuses apply to subsequent orders of the basic, starter, or advanced, with the exception of the Business Builder or Career Success pack. So you can buy those additional packs, but you don't get Fast Start bonuses unless they're the most expensive ones, which here is $575 or the almost $1,200. I wanted to go ahead and go over the legacy coded qualification. Oh no, hold on just a second. To advance ranks through purchasing, you will be required to purchase the Business Builder or Success pack. So I'm guessing that that means that you wouldn't necessarily have to have people underneath you, but you would have to spend more money up front. And honestly, there is kind of a cap to how many people are going to purchase and repurchase, especially if the product isn't that great, which we see pretty often in MLMs, on top of these products being extremely overpriced. So I will go ahead and get into that a little bit more in a few minutes. We are going to go into the legacy coded qualification bonus, and this could be $100 to $200 paid weekly. This is for the first 3 people that you have underneath you, but they have to be qualified as Ruby or Emerald IRs. So that means that you would want them to purchase the $500 pack or the $1,200. That's the only way that you would get that legacy coded qualification bonus. You would get, the company would then pay a $100 legacy coded bonus to the first generation, so to the upline pretty much. And this is as long as they maintain 100 BV. So that's what you would have to maintain and be selling or purchasing every month to qualify for that $100 to $200 bonus. So I told you this was really convoluted. And the qualifications for that, you have to have built your success or your foundation team, so your first line of enrollees before they have a downline. So you have to do that first, and you have to have at least 3. You have to be qualified as a Ruby or above. You have to maintain 100 BV monthly. Starting with your once you get your 4th person enrolled under you, that's when you would get the bonus. You receive the first 3 qualified Ruby or Emerald IRs from each. Okay, so this pretty much says that you make money infinitely from your downline. And there is no cap in some MLMs. Like, you can only earn 3 ranks deep, or sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 5, but other MLMs do put a cap. This one doesn't. That makes the incentive for recruiting a lot higher. I'm going to very briefly go over the dual team cycle commissions. So this is like once your pyramid branches off and they have a downline, like each person is like a leg. And it's pretty much saying that your lesser leg will match your higher leg and you'll get paid based on the higher. From my understanding, again, I will link that down below so you guys can read it yourselves. Basically, there is team volume that you have to maintain to earn bonuses and to rank up. You also have to have a certain number of people underneath you to rank up, which is something we see very commonly in MLMs. We saw this in Monat as well. I will go ahead and put a link to that video up here if you are more interested to see how that works. Oh, let's see. I wanted to go ahead and talk about the car bonus. I'm just going to read this paragraph here because a lot of times people in MLMs will say, my company gave me a free car, my company's so amazing, blah, 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 blah. The car bonus is earned at the beginning rank of diamond and continues for ranks above. This is paid to the qualifying independent representative beginning after 2 consecutive months of maintaining this status. For example, if you become a fully qualified diamond in the month of April and maintain the qualified diamond for the month of May, you will receive your first car bonus. The month of June, cars must be 2 years old or newer. Now, they didn't say like how that bonus is paid out, what kind of car you need to get. I know like Mary Kay, it's like the pink Cadillac. Monat, I believe it's a Mercedes. So that information just wasn't given. Another thing I wanted to talk about is that they don't have an income disclosure statement. I have looked high and low for an income disclosure statement. What we see is most of the time when MLMs are refusing to disclose their income disclosure, it's because the numbers are bad. Now, we know that the numbers are bad. We know this. It's a multi-level marketing company, of course. But I honestly would expect their numbers to be a little bit better just because they are only 6 years old. But I mean, Monat is about the same age and we're seeing terrible numbers. People making like $31 a year or something crazy like that. So I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about the products. Their claim to fame is this slim roast coffee. Now, one of my sources told me that honestly, like, the coffee is crap and they had really negative side effects from it. Actually, in New Zealand, it is banned because of some of the ingredients that is in the coffee. And for quite a while, it was banned in the UK, but that ban has since been lifted. So basically, it's your normal, like, MLM crap product. Honestly, in MLMs, you can see from the compensation plans that sales are not a priority, and this is something that we'll explore later on as well. Yeah, it's insanity that these companies are still allowed to exist when it is extremely obvious how recruitment heavy these companies are. Now, in my conversation with a Hunbot who belongs to Valentus, she claimed that she made like twice as much money from sales as she did from recruitment. And I don't believe that because she says that she's a diamond. So I don't believe that. So for a diamond, she would have to, let me see here. Now, she didn't say what kind of diamond. I'm guessing she would have to have 3 emerald people beneath her. They would have to have 15,000 BV. And they would have to maintain 100 BV. So, I mean, I'm so sorry, but there is no way that you're only making $1,500 from recruitment if you're a diamond. So let's just nix that. Now, one of the things that Today we are just talking about the business structure the same way we did with Monet. I've got some really exciting content that is coming up that I'm really excited for you guys to see. So again, if you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up so that I have the support and more people can see this information. Valentus is one of those MLMs that is not talked about. There are barely any videos on YouTube that are really break down the plan in a very realistic way. So make sure that you give this a like so that people can actually see the real information, so that we can go ahead and get the word out. I really feel like these smaller MLMs, it's almost easier to get sucked into them because you don't know. Now, in my conversation with, the very first conversation I had with this woman, she wouldn't even tell me what company she was with. I had to ask 3 separate times. They're very secretive, and it's almost easier to get sucked in because they are so manipulative and they aren't well known. So it's not like you can just Google, you know, like Beachbody, Monet, Avon, Mary Kay, where they're very well known MLMs. These new ones that are cropping up, there's just not a whole lot of information. And because this one in particular doesn't have an income disclosure statement, there's no way for you to see the risk. Which I think is extremely predatory, and it's not okay, and they need to stop it. Give us the income disclosure so that we can really assess the risk. So that is all I have for today. Again, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great week. Bye.